For decades, Manny Pacquiao was known as one of the most fearless fighters the boxing world had ever seen. From the streets of the Philippines to sold-out arenas in Las Vegas, he built a career that few athletes will ever match. World championships, historic victories, global fame. To millions of fans, Manny Pacquiao wasn't just a boxer. He became a national hero. But then, something changed. The fights became less frequent. The headlines shifted away from boxing. And fans around the world began asking the same question. What really happened to Manny Pacquiao after retirement?
The answer is far more inspiring than most people realize.
To understand where Manny is today, we have to go back to the life that shaped him long before he became a boxing legend. Manny Pacquiao was born into poverty in Kibawe, Bukidnon, and grew up in General Santos City in the Philippines. Life was incredibly difficult. His family often struggled to find enough food. As a young boy, Manny sold bread, worked odd jobs, and did whatever he could to help his family survive. At times, he slept on the streets. Few people who saw him back then could have imagined that he would one day become one of the greatest boxers in history. Boxing became his opportunity to escape poverty. He turned professional as a teenager. His incredible speed, relentless determination, and fearless style quickly caught the attention of trainers and promoters. One championship led to another, then another. Eventually, Manny achieved something no boxer had ever accomplished before. He became the only fighter in history to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions. His victories over legendary opponents turned him into an international superstar. But while his career reached incredible heights, Manny never forgot where he came from. He remained deeply connected to the Philippines. He donated millions to charities. He built homes for families in need. He funded schools. He paid medical bills for strangers. For Manny, success was never just about winning championships. It was about giving others opportunities he never had. As the years passed, however, boxing became increasingly demanding. The training camps grew longer. Recovery became more difficult. Every fight carried greater risks. Manny continued competing against younger opponents, proving that his determination had never faded. Still, even the greatest champions eventually face a difficult question. When is it time? After an extraordinary career spanning more than 2 decades, Manny gradually began shifting his focus away from boxing. Although he continued to participate in exhibition matches and occasionally discussed future fights, his priorities had clearly changed. His attention turned toward serving his country. Long before retirement, Manny had entered politics. He served as a congressman before later becoming a senator in the Philippines. Many people were surprised. Could a boxer really become a respected public servant? For Manny, the answer was simple. He had spent years fighting inside the ring. Now he wanted to fight for the people who had supported him throughout his life. His work in government focused on education, poverty reduction, healthcare, and disaster relief. Whether people agreed with all of his political views or not, few questioned his commitment to helping ordinary Filipinos. Public service became another chapter in his remarkable journey. At the same time, Manny devoted even more attention to his family. Throughout his boxing career, his wife, Jinky, stood beside him through victories and defeats. Together, they raised a family while living under constant public attention. Retirement gave Manny something he rarely enjoyed during his fighting years: time. Time to be present, time with his children, time to enjoy everyday moments that training camps and international travel often made impossible. His Christian faith also became an even greater focus. Manny has often spoken about how his relationship with God transformed his life. He has described leaving behind destructive habits from his younger years and embracing a life centered on faith, humility, and service. That personal transformation became just as important to him as anything he achieved inside the boxing ring. Of course, retirement hasn't meant disappearing from public life. Fans still eagerly follow his appearances. Rumors about potential comeback fights continue to surface from time to time. Whenever Manny steps into a gym or appears at a boxing event, speculation quickly begins. Will he fight again? Could one more championship run be possible? Manny has occasionally participated in exhibition bouts, giving fans a chance to see flashes of the speed and courage that made him famous. But these appearances have also reminded people that time changes every athlete. The explosive young champion who overwhelmed opponents with relentless combinations has naturally slowed with age. That reality doesn't diminish his accomplishments. If anything, it makes them even more extraordinary. Very few athletes remain competitive for as long as Manny did. Even fewer leave behind a legacy that extends far beyond sports. Today, Manny Pacquiao's greatest victories may no longer happen under bright arena lights. Instead, they happen quietly, helping communities recover after disasters, supporting charitable causes, encouraging young athletes, spending time with his family, sharing messages of hope and faith with people around the world. Looking back, perhaps that's what really happened to Manny Pacquiao after retirement. He didn't stop fighting. He simply chose different battles. Instead of fighting opponents across the ring, he began fighting poverty, inequality, and hopelessness in the communities he loves. Instead of chasing another championship belt, he focused on building a lasting legacy beyond sports. Many champions are remembered for the titles they won. Manny Pacquiao will also be remembered for the lives he touched. His story proves that true greatness isn't measured only by victories inside the ring. It's measured by what a person chooses to do after the cheering stops. Today, millions still admire Manny Pacquiao, not only because he became one of boxing's greatest champions, but because he never forgot the struggles that shaped him. Retirement didn't end his purpose. It gave him a new one. And perhaps that's the biggest surprise of all. The greatest chapter of Manny Pacquiao's life may not have happened during his boxing career. It may be the life he continues to build after it.